Hi, I'm Lisa, and welcome to Friends with Airtable. If your manager, colleague, spouse, or the universe just told you that you need to learn Airtable, this is for you. Friends with Airtable is an educational RPG game designed to rid any initial fear of learning a new tool by introducing you to the basic Airtable features alongside beloved characters from Friends so that you can feel more confident and excited to use a tool to improve your life. Let's get started. After you type in your name, you'll first pick your avatar inspired by the characters from the TV show. I have a newborn and am constantly covered in spit up, so I'm going to choose Smelly Cat. Now, welcome to the world of Friends, Airtable version. As you can see, there are 3 locations you can explore: Central Perk Cafe, Monica's apartment, and Joey's apartment. In each location, a mission awaits that holds 3 challenges that will introduce you to simulated Airtable features via storyline so that you can experience firsthand what you can do in Airtable and what Airtable can do for you. Let's do one together. I'm actually going to take my smelly cat to Joey's apartment, click enter, and then let's walk up to Joey and click the spacebar. He says, "How you doing? I got all these auditions coming up and I keep forgetting which ones have free food. Can you help me track them in Airtable?" Let's click I'll help and start the mission. Each mission will note which Airtable feature you are being introduced to and why this feature is useful. Reading the instructions, it looks like we need to toggle to the calendar view and reschedule a couple of auditions. So let's go down to the simulated Airtable view where it's showing us that the data in a grid view can also be shown in a calendar view, which makes it much easier to identify which auditions are double booked. So I'm going to click on these auditions and change the dates so none of them conflict, and complete the challenge. Okay, what's next? Of course, Joey doesn't know what day of the week it is, so we're asked to create an automation so that he gets a reminder the day before each audition. So let's fill in the blanks. Again, this simulates what you would configure in a real Airtable automation. The trigger will be when audition date is tomorrow, and the action will be to send an email to Joey with a reminder. Great, now here's the final challenge. This one shows us a gallery view of his auditions, and we need to use Airtable's filtering function to identify the perfect role that meets all of his criteria. So he wants a lead role that offers on-site catering, and the genre is drama. Looks like Detective Stallforth would be the perfect role. We've completed the mission. Hooray! The other 2 locations are similarly set up. Monica needs help preparing for Thanksgiving, and Ross needs help hosting a trivia night at Central Perk Cafe. The challenges in those locations will ask you to help Monica plan her Thanksgiving menu by filling in, grouping, and linking records in a grid view. You'll also need to help Ross register a couple of friends for trivia night by filling out an Airtable form. You'll sort trivia questions on a Kanban board and identify the trivia winner on a dashboard. But these challenges aren't the only place you can learn about Airtable. There are 7 Airtable tips hidden across the locations. You can find them by exploring the various emoji furnitures to discover them. Once you've completed all 3 missions and their 3 challenges, you'll be celebrated and can even download a certificate to remember this moment. And hopefully any fear or hesitation to use Airtable has been replaced by a feeling of excitement. Now, I don't know about you, but what I love as much as the episodes themselves is getting a peek at the behind the scenes, or in this case, the screens. So let me show you how I built this game. I experimented with 3 different Airtable bases to create this game. I even started with a Super Mario version, but I realized that in a run and jump game, these challenges felt like disruptions, and I wanted them to be the spotlight of the game, not the hindrance. So I made a decision to shift the game to an RPG. In a recent LinkedIn post, I mentioned how I used Omni in 3 different ways. This RPG was achieved by me building out the database first with all the content that the game would require, like the mission and challenges, tips, and the data for the challenges themselves. And then my dear friends Omni and Claude did the actual building. I quickly learned that Omni and Claude had different strengths. Claude was my design partner. It helped me brainstorm ideas and fine tune my prompts so that they were very clear and comprehensive. And Omni was my engineer, building the game based on those carefully crafted prompts and referring to the data I had already input in my Airtable base. This hackathon forced me in a great way to partner with AI, and I came out of it with a more confident understanding of the values I bring in a build and how AI helps enhance and turn those values into results, like this RPG game. This was my community hackathon Airtable game. Thank you for watching.